Hey everyone, I'm back with another video. I was going to mention this in my last video. If you all are wondering, why does she have on that cap? Well, I had made some errands today, and you guys, it is like cold. And so I said, well, let me put on my little cap, because I cannot afford to be getting sick, So, cover your head up so you won't catch a cold or anything. So, yeah, just in case somebody was wondering, I just decided to keep the cap on and go ahead and make the video. And, this winter, you want to make sure you, keep your head warm, gloves, and, some long sleeve shirts. So you won't be, cold and catch a cold. So, fast forward. Today's video will be about, how to deal with horrible bosses. So, everybody I know in their lifetime has dealt with a horrible boss. And sometimes you just kind of like, man, I'm trying to get along with this person not trying to get along, So you may want to know how to deal with that. Now, me personally, yes, I've dealt with, a few horrible bosses. And I'm going to tell you, some advice on what you can do. Maybe one or two people or so maybe been, not so well of a boss. Which came to me with the question of, how did you get this job as a boss? Because you definitely don't know how to talk to anyone. And you need to show some kind of respect. So, anywho, how to deal with a horrible boss, with horrible bosses. So this is some of my advice. I got it written down here. Some of my advice that I'm going to give you with, you may be at this job and, you may be like, man, this person is really horrible. So, coming to work with a good attitude is my first one that I'm going to give you, my first advice. Coming to work with a good attitude. You probably like, what does that mean? I got a good attitude. They still going to treat me this kind of way. They still going to be me. Okay. This helps you to go through your day. If you come to work with a good attitude, whatever the boss has to say about you or to you, you'll be able to just brush that off. It'll be like a piece of cake because you got that good attitude. So, if you need to get up ahead of time, drink your coffee, meditate, listen to some good uplifting music, so before you go to work, do that. When you get to work, you just happy, and the boss, what, the boss probably gonna be like, why is this person so happy? So come with a good attitude. Good attitude means a lot. The next thing I would suggest is be cordial. Learn how to be cordial. So let's say you really just don't like them to your goods. You just don't like the boss. But as they say, you gotta fake it till you make it. In this case, you won't fake it till you make it. You just gonna fake it basically till you go home. So if you see the boss coming, let's say the boss name is John. Hey John, how are you doing today? Hey, let's say your name is Mary. Hey Mary, how you doing today? So being cordial. You see the boss, speak. If they see you, if you see them first, speak to them first. If they see you, they may not speak or whatever, speak to them because you're being cordial. And then if you do speak to them and they are that, evil or horrible to speak back, then you know that you did your part on, being cordial. And like I said, if they don't speak back, there's a new day. You can speak again, if you want. But you're doing your part on being cordial and not letting it affect you. So I would say be cordial. Next, I would say show your confidence and abilities to do a good job at work by getting your manager back so it doesn't affect you. So it doesn't affect how you're treating, so it doesn't affect how they're treating you. So I'm looking on this paper, you guys, so I'm going to reread it just to make sure, nobody's confused. So show your confidence and abilities to do the job. That's what I want to say. Show your confidence and the ability to do your job. So if let's just say they're so horrible, don't let it affect your job, your work ethic. So what if they're horrible? You want to continue to smile to the customers and do a good job at what you're doing. So don't let it affect you. The next one would be, think about the positive things that are in the job. So if you're at a good job and the money is good, think about the money. If you're at a good job, the benefits is good, think about the benefits. Don't just linger on the boss. Because at the end of the day, it's about you being there, being a service to people and getting your money and doing what you have to do, like pay your bills, buy your groceries, go shopping, buy you some new shoes, get your hair done. It's about that also. And pleasing the customer. So think about the positive things that the job may have. Number 5. Some people, well, I'm not counting, but some people may say quit your job. To me, the only advice I'm going to give on quitting a job is if you have a backup job. So quit your job only if you got to the point to where this manager is making up stuff trying to get you fired. And even if they're making up stuff, let them fire you if they want to fire you, because you're going to have to get your unemployment, So they fire you, you can hopefully get your unemployment. And, hopefully they won't do that. But as far as the quitting goes, I would say quit if it's just that bad. Like if it's gotten to the point to where it's stressing you out and you just have to quit. Just while you're there, the days you're there, try to work and put you up a check. Also, try to apply to jobs while you're there. So then you can just quit and still be employed somewhere else. So if you have to quit, if it's gotten so bad, I would quit. But if it hadn't gotten to the point to where, I have to quit, and I'll still be there, because at the end of the day, it's about me getting my money. Not about me quitting because of a boss. Because the boss needs some things to work on. That's what the boss needs to do. So in situations like this, hang in there as long as you can hang in there, And then, like I said, if you can't, then go ahead and apply you some more jobs, Don't leave with a bad vibe. Try to put in your 2-week notice. Still treat the manager with respect, and let him treat you like respect, with respect. Next, I would say, before you go inside the job, even before you leave the home, you may want to say a prayer, Say a prayer to God that you are able to, to go in here and do your job. Say a prayer to God that you can, do things right. Hopefully the boss will, have some kind of great attitude that day, or something like that. But these are my suggestions, my ideas, my opinions on how to deal with a horrible boss. At the end of the day, most importantly, make sure you are thinking about your bills, Now, I don't understand, honestly, in today's age, bosses aren't, they aren't in a position where they are people persons, That's what I come to find out. There are people out here, they're getting promoted based on who they know. They're getting promoted based on just being promoted, and they know anything about the job. To me, a good boss would be a person that can have worked in the areas. Before you can tell me anything, you need to have worked as a cashier. You need to have worked as an engineer, or worked as a manager of a, corporate office or whatever. You need to have some kind of experience in that. Then you'll know how to deal with people, most importantly. And you'll know how you'll have some kind of values and ethics about your job. So when employees come, they'll feel they can approach you with questions, and you won't be so, have this attitude of some sort. So these are my suggestions and my ideas on dealing with a horrible boss. Hopefully they can help some of you all to, think positive about these going into the workforces on these, jobs. And like I said, have a good evening, and I hope this video helped you out.